going to be about war veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress are not treated in time. Did you know that 20% of veterans that served in either Iraq or Afghanistan suffer from depression or PTSD, and even 19.5% of those two categories have experienced a traumatic brain injury. By having more timely and effective treatment, we can help our veterans adapt to civilian life better and stronger. Today I want to talk to you about the urgent need for earlier and more effective treatment for war veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress. I have been interested in this topic for a very long time. My father and many other family members and friends have been in some form of military branch, and as most of you know, most veterans suffer from post-traumatic stress. One of them being my dad. Now, I know that he doesn't talk about it much, but I do know that he struggles with it sometimes through my research, and I realized that some veterans have it worse than my dad, and I want to also bring them to light as well. Their well-being impacts our community, and by understanding and addressing their struggles and needs, we honor their sacrifice today. Today I will be discussing their struggles and ways to help veterans with PTSD, and I will be talking about their treatment options, mental health struggles, as well as how they can feel or be discriminated against. And I will be also starting on their mental health struggles. PTSD is a critical and widespread issue demanding immediate attention. PTSD can lead to severe results including depression, substance abuse, and sometimes even suicide. PTSD with veterans includes symptoms like flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, and also constant fears of traumatic events such as war flashbacks on the battlefield. According to the article, The Impact of PTSD on Veterans, a closer look at mental health challenges, PTSD among veterans is influenced by factors such as military engagement and the roles of the individuals involved. PTSD can also lead to discrimination for veterans, as I mentioned earlier. There are many ways that this can be shown, such as employment, social interactions, and access to health care. PTSD can impact not just the individuals suffering from it, but their families and their professional life and their social life. Healthcare is crucial for those that suffer from PTSD, and some healthcare providers do not have the knowledge to successfully diagnose PTSD. That causes veterans to struggle to find effective healthcare that is appropriate for their care. When they do find someone that can treat them, they have to wait in very long lines, which delays their treatment and can also have a significant impact on their lives. With all these things, it comes to veterans feeling discouraged from those negative experiences, and the lack of care can worsen their symptoms and hinder their PTSD recovery. Our veterans have been hurting a lot more than you would expect. With all they go through, adjusting to the civilian life can be a big change and can sometimes be very difficult for them. Some veterans can become depressed, and this could also lead to substance abuse and sometimes suicide. According to the veteranaddiction.com, more than 80% of veterans abuse alcohol, and nearly 27% abuse illegal drugs, and almost 7% struggle with using both. This is because they use these things to cope, to return to civilian life, because it can be sometimes very difficult for them to have that change. When they use alcohol, they tend to commit more violent crimes or violence in just general. And then you could also use drugs. They also sometimes use drugs, more commonly prescription drugs, because they get the stuff prescribed through service injuries, so stuff they got on tours or just any injury they got overseas, and then also chronic pain. Lastly, I'd like to talk about veteran suicide. Veteran suicide numbers have increased majorly since 2005, and both male and female veterans have increased risk for suicide than the average civilian. In 2017, there was an average of 17 veteran suicides a day, and that totals up to 6,129 people that year. With all things considered, I would like to talk about how we can help improve. To address the issues of delayed treatment for veterans and PTSD, by increasing funding for the veteran mental health services, we would have to expand access to specialized treatment programs and to reduce the stigma related to asking for help. We will be able to significantly improve their life, and this funding can be used to hire more qualified mental health professionals and reduce time for appointments and ensure that every veteran, regardless of their location or income, can get the help they are needed. This includes trauma-informed therapy, peer support groups, and programs that integrate family counseling. That includes bringing their family into their therapy sessions and letting their families in on how they are processing coming back mentally. Some other things that have been showing a lot of effectiveness is cognitive processing therapy, eye movement desensitization, and reprocessing. They have been proven effective and should be widely available through the VA and civilian providers. We need some sort of campaign to reduce the stigma around mental health issues among veterans, and too many suffer in silence because they are feel that they are being judged and seen as weak. Being led by the fellow veterans and supported by trusted institutions can change the culture around seeking help and making it a sign of strength rather than shame. When we invest in their mental health, we show them that their sacrifices are not forgotten, and we create a system that is driven, empathetic, and functional. One that meets our veterans with the care they deserve the moment they return home. These ideas are not only immediate, but help the reliable support system that honors the sacrifices they have made. They fought for us, it's time we fought for them. Today we discuss the significant obstacles encountered by the war veterans suffering from PTSD, including delays in receiving treatment and mental health issues, discrimination, substance abuse, and the risk of suicide. Additionally, we examined practical solutions in enhancing their health conditions. They shouldn't have to fight their own government for the care they deserve here at home. By providing the appropriate treatment for PTSD in a timely and effective manner, we will honor their sacrifice and restore the faith of the men and women whom they served as themselves. We are going to give them the fighting chance for healing and hope. Let's not turn our backs on those who stood